Elena, her face radiant with hope, approaches the living room, clutching an envelope tightly. Inside, Margaret Lancaster is lavishing attention on Isabella Monroe, her words painting a scene of familial expectation. Isabella Monroe is standing, her smile radiant, as she basks in Margaret's praise. Margaret Lancaster declares, "Darling, you are truly a gift to this family. At last, Damien has found a woman who can give him an heir." Elena pauses at the doorway, her hopeful smile faltering as Margaret Lancaster's words hit her like a blow. Elena's eyes widen slightly, the joyous anticipation draining away as she absorbs the scene before her. Elena enters the living room, finding Damien standing as if nothing has happened. Isabella rises and embraces Damien, a possessive gesture that speaks volumes. Isabella's voice drips with a cruel satisfaction. "Honey, haven't you told your wife yet?" Damien drops his bomb. "Elena, Isabella and I have been in a relationship for 2 years now. She has given me something that even you can't." Damien stands tall, his presence filling the room as his gaze locks onto Elena. Margaret stands beside Damien, a sneer of contempt twisting her lips as she watches Elena. Elena's hands clench into fists, her knuckles bone white as a storm of resolve gathers in her eyes. Damien's voice cuts through the silence. "Isabella has given birth to a son. You have given birth to 3 children for me. But the children you gave birth to were always girls. You know, right? I really want a male offspring." Margaret's voice drips with malice. "Your 3 daughters will never inherit. They are not worthy. And I am so grateful that Isabella came into Damien's life to give him a son. 10 years of marriage, and you can only give 3 daughters?" Elena stands firm, her gaze unwavering despite the cruel words thrown her way. In the grand Lancaster mansion, Elena faces Damien, Margaret, Charles, and Isabella, the room thick with unspoken conflict. Damien speaks with cold resolve. "Elena, this is the best decision. I'll make sure you and your 3 daughters have a comfortable life." Elena's voice trembles with hurt. "And me? Did I ever matter to you, Damien?" Damien remains silent, his eyes betraying his cold indifference. The silence confirms Damien's betrayal, the opulent setting a stark reminder of the family's wealth and Elena's isolation. In the grand Lancaster mansion, Elena reveals the pregnancy test results, her hands trembling with a mix of hope and trepidation. Margaret dismisses the news with a wave of her hand, her words cutting. "Hala, at least you'll give birth to another daughter." Charles interjects, his voice laced with disbelief. "It can't be. The child must be a girl." Damien delivers the final blow, his words cold and unyielding. "Your pregnancy will never change my decision, Elena. Isabella will remain Mrs. Damien." In the opulent Lancaster mansion, tension hangs heavy as Margaret stands tall, a mask of cold command on her face. Elena, initially stunned, now burns with righteous anger. Margaret coldly declares, "You'd better kill that fetus in your womb." Damien, ever the detached businessman, attempts to negotiate. "Elena, consider this a business deal. I will compensate you sufficiently. You can leave in peace."